This is Grand Theft Auto Vice City. We're here on Xbox Series S taking a look at the definitive edition, which is now fixed. Be sure to like that video. Subscribing is great as well. So we're taking a look at these now because I didn't prior, and I thought, hey, after the Series X videos, people are hungry for Grand Theft Auto. So let's do the Series S versions. I don't think we'll necessarily need to revisit these, as this should be kind of the definitive way to enjoy the Grand Theft Auto package at this current point in time. And I'll have videos for each of the different Grand Theft Auto, games that are part of this compilation, which includes 3 and San Andreas aside from this one. And, yeah, kind of exciting to see this finally fixed up and improved with that original visual style and aesthetic that you might have loved and enjoyed back in the day. It's got that haze that you know and love. So right now we're on the, Fidelity mode, which is kind of your quality mode. It's 1440p at 30 FPS there on the Series S. There's supposed to be HDR across the board. And you can at any point go in and you can turn off the lighting, the classic lighting, and get the modern lighting. So it's really more of an aesthetic kind of choice. They give you the option of the new and improved, more realistic looking lighting, and I would recommend you actually take a look at the 2 different options just to kind of get a vibe for it and see what you like. I think for newcomers, you might enjoy... What is going on over there? You might enjoy the look of the modern lighting a little bit more. You might appreciate it because it does actually look sort of how maybe lighting should be in this type of a world. But those that are more traditional players, I think you're going to really like the classic lighting, because that allows you to enjoy the game how it was back in the day, right? Like, that is the style and the look that you enjoyed, and it's just running at a much better quality, and they fixed up a lot of the bugs and problems, and it's in a much better state at the current point in time. So if you notice, we switched over to the performance mode. So the performance mode here, probably the ideal way to play it here on the Series S. It's 1080p, 60 FPS, and it does look a lot, better in terms of fluidity. For me, I quite like performance nowadays, and it just feels smooth. Obviously, we get quite a drop in resolution, you'd kind of noticed. But the exchange for that frame rate, I think, is pretty good. I think you'll kind of enjoy that option for this one and kind of appreciate what they've done here for this. Are you still alive? Usually money comes out. Yeah, I think she's dead. Alright, let's keep going here. So this is the, Vice City experience. This one's going to have quite a vibe difference from what you may experience in 3 or San Andreas. This one takes you to puffy, exciting beaches, neon-soaked environments, and the magic of the 80s. The decade of big hair, pastel suits, and crime. Because obviously our buddy here has that knack for crime and breaking all the rules. So like the other Grand Theft Autos, things kick off and then you're thrown out into the greater world and you can do stuff. There's actual missions and story things, but for me it's kind of fun to mess around and, not really take things too seriously and just kind of showcase the world to you and talk about it. It's kind of a good time, what can I say? So yeah, we're just gonna quickly do a switch here so that you can see the classic lighting off and you can see the modern lighting. You can also change like lens flares and bloom, but I think they give it a little bit of character and style. But yeah, it's kind of a fun way to play and enjoy this experience. Oh, I'm actually getting shot at. That's not great. And like with all Grand Theft Auto games, you can steal cars, take out folks, build up a fighting kind of like star system. And then the cops get more and more aggressive, and they try to take you out, and they don't like you existing, and You know, the usual kind of stuff. And you can play it however you want. There is, as I kind of mentioned, a full expansive narrative that you can enjoy, but there is something more fun about kind of messing around. Like, I don't know. Like, I know some people, they, like, will sit here and do story stuff, and it's like, yeah, you know, you kind of do it. You're like, enjoy it. It's a great time. You know, it's a worthwhile story setup. And then you kind of be like, yeah, let's move on to other stuff. I also love the character of this beach. It's sort of hilarious. Like, the beach is way too large. But it is neat playing these, and then, like, looking at it, and just try to think of it, like, if you're someone that wasn't really around at the time, just try to imagine decades ago. At this point. Yeah, just try to imagine decades ago. But, like, how this actually looks and feels like a real city. And it's an open world that you can explore and drive around in. And that was really exciting. And it's still kind of exciting today because it feels like a big place. But no, it's really, really quite neat because you feel like you're visiting a place that's expansive and, you know, has all these things going on, and then there's a mature vibe to it. And in comparison to what you get with, like, Liberty and San Andreas, this one is a lot more of a chilled, kind of beachy, you know, kind of vibe. It matches the place that it's trying to, like, emulate, and, you know, it has its own character and style from that one too. Oh, come on. I think you'll have a lot of fun diving into playing this game, whether you're doing so, you know, in the old visuals, new visuals. It's really comes down to how you want to play it. So that's where I'm just kind of saying I do kind of maybe recommend diving back and forth between them and kind of taking a look and being like, you know, is this aesthetic for me, or do I like this one more? It's also really cool because, like, you get a large map, but there's, like, more to the map. Like, it's free and open world, but, like, you do kind of gotta progress, as to say, and then you'll have more freedom to visit other places and do other things. And there's, like, little side missions and activities. Did we just do, like, a big circle around here? That's hilarious. I love the chaos. But yeah, lighting improvements, environmental upgrades, better textures. They've really done some wild stuff with this enhancement, and it's nice to kind of enjoy it in this way. I don't know how else to describe it, because it's like, you play these games back, you know, in the day, and you think they look really good for the time. And then time goes on, they look less good, and it's neat to see, because sometimes they remake them and they make them look like a modern game, but sometimes they remake them and they retain that original vibe, and you can just really appreciate kind of how your mind saw things. And that is a really, really breathtaking kind of sky here, so it's very stylistic. Holy. That's another thing to talk about too, is the perspective of the rose-tinted glasses, and then also just how some will take, you know, a visual look like this, and they'll be like, well, that's cool, but that's not how it's supposed to look, or maybe this is actually what it should look like, or maybe this is what they wanted it to look like, but they didn't have the technology then. Versus being like, we're trying to replicate and bring back that original visual and style that we enjoyed back in the day. I have to say, like, the difference here for, like, this part of the day is, yeah, the lighting, that really aggressive, like, kind of yellow glow and stuff. It's amazing looking. I love it. That's so cool. Well, why do these cars always light on fire when you're jumping them off of buildings and stuff? Such a shame. Such a shame. But Vice City is pretty sweet. So if you're not... Wow, that guy's been enjoying the juice and stuff. Anyways, yeah, 1980s. You're playing the tale of Tommy Vercetti's betrayal and revenge in a neon-soaked tropical town full of excess, and it's brimming with possibilities and opportunities for you. to explore and enjoy the magic. And the ladies in Grand Theft Auto always carry themselves with such swagger. Yeah, I can definitely see why this became such a big franchise. But no, it's really, really cool to see it, you know, all these years later, actually, like, fixed up and great running. It's been like a double work time for me, because I just checked these out on Series X, and a little bit on PlayStation 2 for what I had. It's just kind of cool diving in and doing the Series S as well, because I didn't think I'd have an excuse to. Was that guy just kind of showing off? Wow, really flexing the muscles there, eh? This is a fancy club area. That's a weird blur effect. And I don't think we'll see any readjustments anytime soon outside of, like, you know, maybe kind of improving this one a little bit more. But it would be also interesting to see them take another crack at this down the road and see how much it changes then, too, on top of how things have changed now. It'd be really neat as well. But I do think at this point, you should be pretty happy with how this game looks and the options you have to enjoy it in a fluid way that still looks relatively clean. I mean, especially for Series S, this is, you know, not bad at all. Where are these gang members I'm supposed to be shooting? Does anyone see any gang members? I don't see any gang members. These guys? They seem surprisingly okay with, Whoa! Are there any gang members left? I mean, that was a good payout. Oh, here's some more. Do they even react? Can I keep the gun?
Take it easy, please.
They react to the pistol, but not the sniper? Is it because I'm supposed to be perched up there sniping? Wow, this is a great way to earn cash. All you want me to do is sit up there and just snipe these individual gang individuals that just walk out here and strut off their stuff and just want to die? Oh, the mission's gone. I just wanted to redo it over and over again. It would have been pretty easy. Ow! I think the core loop of Grand Theft Auto is going to be something that's pretty long-lasting, though. Seems like something that's pretty easygoing and enjoyable. He's barely dropped any cash. You know, terrorize more people on this beach. Oh, is that a dune buggy? Like, why is there's no way the beach is actually this long, or is it just not many people because it's the 80s, so, you know, everybody got like a good square kilometer to themselves. It's kind of magical, you know what I mean? Like, it really takes you back to a simpler time, where the auto thefts were high, and the grand was great. And the vice was citying, and the cities were vicing. Uh-oh, they're on to me in my dune buggy. You'll never catch me, copper. 'Cause I've got the buggy. Well, there's lots to see and do, too. I mean, I've just been kind of messing around, but... yeah, there's an actual story. There definitely is a genuine actual story in this one. I'm just taking things really easy is what I'm doing. The mall! I love the mall. The mall here is wild, because it's definitely what a video game would have you know, done for them all back in the day. Shaft hot dogs, the taste of a real man's meat. She didn't have like an apostrophe thing. It's just hot dog pictures on the board. This is hilarious. Can I get a hot dog? They sell tacos here. But they're not gonna sell me a taco? What is there, like a live shooter at the mall? You guys should be surprised. This is the US. There should be like, you know, used to live shootings like this all the time here. Can I get a hot dog, please?
Here's the meal.
Yo, you can't even go to the mall in the US and get a hot dog and not have a live shooter situation. The irony being me being the live shooter, but you know what I'm saying. What about Pizza Man? Will you sell me? I don't like that kind of pizza. The burger shot. I can get a beer, a burger, a sandwich? That's a good looking sandwich. Can I get a sandwich, please, sir? The controller has been disconnected. Oh, I hate when that happens. Alright, let's look around the mall. Anyways, what was I gonna say about the mall? Oh yeah, the mall. It's kind of funny too, because it's like, it's certainly a mall of the era, right? Like, kind of styling, but also how video games did malls is these like open spaces. I will give them the, it's neat that the like environments are kind of like 3D and stuff. I'm just saying, I wonder if they'd take another crack at remaking this, or if you'd actually have like full story. Well, I guess it's the idea of like literally just bringing something back versus like actually like reimagining it and stuff. Because if you think about it, the new Grand Theft Autos that take these environments and, you know, use them again as a setting, they're technically reimagining these games because they go to these locations and stuff. But you're not reimagining them also because you're not like using the same, you know, necessarily storing characters. You're doing a completely different thing. It's just the setting's the same. So the idea that I'm getting across is it'd be neat to see these ones sort of like, oh, it's that same game you loved back in the day, but we've now added like full stores and buildings, and I don't know, it might be a neat project to see that kind of a thing. Yeah, it's actually kind of confusing which store you can go into. Oh, records and vinyls everywhere. Finals came back, guys. Finals came back. I don't think that person was a, you know, a gangster or anything. Are you a gangster running towards me? I just can't find where the gangsters are. You know what I mean? Like, where are the gang members that I'm supposed to be dealing with? Are they down here at the bottom? Are you guys gangsters? They're not anymore if they are. Gangsters? This is a very powerful rocket launcher. Can I keep the you know, the RPG? That would be kind of fun. Who gives you an RPG at a mall and says like go at it, and then like takes your RPG away? Is that guy buying stuff at the vending machine instead of dealing with my rampage? There's just like an arcade machine in the open. It's definitely a fun game, eh? Like, I think the vibe of it holds up really well. Anyways, it's a classic Grand Theft Auto. Vice City's really fun. It's really crazy. It's got a unique vibe and style, and you can hang out at the mall now, which is super cool. And it's like, you know, how many games give you the option to hang out in the mall and have this kind of fun? I don't know, not many. A fully realized mall. That poor woman was just like having the roughest day of her life, and I was just like, too bad. Oh, she's still alive. You know what? She looks like she's having a rough day. I'll kill the person behind her. You have a nice day, miss. Uh-oh. Yeah, you're cool if you don't look at explosives. Okay, let's try to gun down the guy shooting at us and not the group of ladies that are just living their lives at the mall. There are a lot of people out here trying to kill me. Hey yo, I need a gun.